Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Leo, Sun, Moon or Rising. It's the weekly reading for the week of September 2nd to the 8th. Leo, your cards this week, we have Oracle cards, we have Play and the Crumbling. We'll read those out in a moment. Past energies, you have the Hanged Man clarified with the Two of Wands. Focus energies or present energies, we have Death clarified with the Two of Swords. We have Knight of Pentacles and Knight of Cups coming in the near future. Oh, Leo, I just recorded your reading and yeah, I thought it came out really well, and the camera had a full card and cut off after a minute and a half. So here we go again. Hopefully it comes out just as well this time. Oracle cards, two popped out. Well, actually initially this card Play came out. Have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. And look, I mean, it's clear you have an extremely intense spread here with a really big shift. So I wanted to pull another card, and we got the Crumbling, which is very similar to the Tower, and that makes total sense to me. But my intuition is that, Leo, you guys have been through this Tower, and you've been through the main pain of whatever situation you're moving on from. And this card here, Play, is saying, look, hey, Leo, you've been through the worst. It's now time to not take things so seriously as you're moving into a new start. Let it unfold, enjoy the journey, because things are shifting. If you can, just, sit back a little bit more and enjoy the ride. But I will read out the Crumbling to you, because I think that that is the really, really fitting Oracle card for your reading here. So, what are you clinging on to? There is a shift happening right now where anything inauthentic can no longer survive. Relationships, jobs, social structures, anything built on shaky ground is destined to crumble down. It's happening to bring you home to who you truly are, so that you can live a life that is in alignment with who you truly are. When you're in the thick of it, it can feel like a personal attack from the universe. Have faith, because the difficult times will be your defining moments. You will be reborn in the fire. Yeah, so, it's a Tower moment that you've probably been transitioning through. And, Tower moments are blessings in disguise. That's the universe coming in to shake things up, to get you back onto your life path. Because what it's saying is that your previous situation that you were in was built on a shaky foundation, and it was no longer serving your highest purpose, your soul journey. So the universe comes in with it can be a revelation. It can be, seeing the truth in terms of awakening. Yeah, it can be a big insight, a mental breakthrough. It can be a really chaotic event, like a relationship coming to an end in a climactic way, like someone could cheat on somebody. There could be a huge blow up over something like, someone that's hidden the way they spend money, or, things like that from you. Can be a job coming to an end in a way like you just didn't see it coming, a redundancy, that type of thing. But it's the universe bringing that event to you for your greatest good, because it's saying that there's a whole new chapter that is much more aligned with who you truly are, that's going to bring you true happiness and abundance, just waiting to come in. The universe sometimes comes in with this type of energy when there have been smaller signs along the way that potentially you may have ignored, because it's easier to stay in a past situation than move on, or you may not have seen them because you were, really busy, or, really focused on this situation. Either way, the universe is saying it's time for this to split open. Look beyond it, because look what's here. It's just going to be so much greater for you. Okay, here we go. Recent past, Hanged Man, which came out with a double whammy here, Wheel of Fortune and Two of Wands. So let's talk about the Hanged Man first. I think that some of you have been knowing that this change is coming for some period of time. You've sort of been at that threshold, and I really feel like you've been through a period where you potentially feel stuck or suspended, and you've really been waiting for that insight, for that awakening, to reveal how to move forward. I think that there was a period of time where you didn't quite know how to move forward in this situation. Now, the Hanged Man, he hangs by 1 foot from the tree of knowledge. He's waiting for that information. He's waiting for that enlightenment to tell him how to progress on his journey. You may have felt, a little bit of a stagnation for a period of time, but yeah, obviously that is all coming to an end. You can also see here that if we flip the Hanged Man, his posture here is really similar to the Dancer on the World card. So what it's saying is that, there is a cycle that's really ready to complete. But, there is some sense of surrender that needs to happen first. There was some kind of awakening or insight you needed to gain. They can talk about needing to die the death of the hanged man, which is kind of like going through that traditional grief process. So that can be, potentially starting out with being in denial that you need to release a situation or make a big life change. We then move into bartering. Oh, but what if I just change this or do that a little bit differently? Can I stay in it? You tell yourself. And the universe just says, well, no, because then, you're just going to get more of the same, and it's not where you're supposed to be in your life. We then move into usually anger, followed by depression and sadness before you move into a place of acceptance. And I think it's when you've moved into that place of acceptance, accepting that you need to move on, accepting that you need to let something pass, that's been the aha moment. That's when the light bulb has literally switched on and you've gone, okay, yep, now I understand. I just needed to take a completely new perspective, and now I can really start to contemplate how to move forward with my life. So next up, so that was clarified with the Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Wands. So basically this is the universe saying that in the past it wasn't the right time to move forward, but there was a moment where, that the divine timing basically clicked into place. It's sort of saying that, you were stuck for a period of time, but when the timing was right, that's when everything came together and you sort of had that awakening, and now you're able to move forward. The Wheel of Fortune, it really talks about, predestined timing, when a karmic cycle can complete and the next one can open. And, it is a luck change. The wheel does spin, and it can feel like a total shift of luck, because we are releasing the past and you're going to be moving into a much more aligned future. So that's going to feel like, just really, really good luck for you. Wheel of Fortune is said to have a 10-year energy. The decisions that you make as you move through this transition are going to set you up for the next decade of your life. So this is significant, Leo. It's a really, really powerful and huge reading for you. The Two of Wands is said to be the life review card. So it's saying that in your recent past, or you might still be sort of transitioning through this at the moment, that it's the right time. The timing is right for you to now contemplate the forward movement, because we're out of the stagnation now. And it's saying that it's time for you to really review your life and think very clearly about how to, what path to choose. Now, this person in the Two of Wands has a wand of the past and a wand of the future. The wand of the past is attached to the side of the castle, which, is this person's comfort zone. So what it's saying is that, in the recent past, or at the moment, whenever this is, you still sort of kept that kind of one foot in the past. So there was kind of like that door open that you could sort of run back into the past if you wanted to. However, this person's actually gripping the wand of the future, which is the Ace of Wands. So it's kind of saying, well, I think I'm, more likely than not, I'm going to choose the other door and I'm going to move forward into the future. And because I think there's that realization at that light bulb moment that you really have the whole world in your hands, and you have a whole world of limitless potential and opportunities and possibilities open to you that are going to lead to sort of a much more abundant, fertile pastures in your next chapter. And, I think that's also been you going through a period of becoming re-inspired, a period of growth, a period of, getting your energy back and ready to take action in the forward movement that we see coming in for you. And the Two of Wands, it asks you, are you going to have that courage to step beyond your comfort zone in order to move forward in your life? But I do believe that you've already decided that you are, because I don't really feel that there's probably too much of an option, because you're being pushed and guided so strongly by the universe in this change. We can see that here with the Death card and the crumbling. Present energies, Death and the Two of Swords. So, this week, Death is coming in to clear out any of the remnants of this past situation, is coming to clear the rubble away, to clear the slate, so that all this forward movement and opportunity can come in for you. So, Death asks you to surrender, let go, let something die, let the past resolve, release it. because what's on offer is real, personal development, spiritual growth and evolution as represented by the flag of alchemy there. It promises you a much brighter dawn, new day, opening up in your next chapter. And we really need to be like this child here and just look death in the eye, allow it to come in and do its work. This adult here is kind of looking away because she knows that through releasing something from the past, there's a certain amount of pain that goes with that. Even if you've completed sort of the deep hurts that might have come through this crumbling moment, even just change is hard, and it can hurt. It can be a really emotional journey, but we just have to go through this to get to the other side and to get to that place of abundance, because the saying goes, do what you always did, get what you always got, and we are moving forward. So there might be a heartfelt decision that you need to make in order to clear the rest of this rubble. You could feel like you're weighing up two quite even options here. The decision really is, I think, to release the past or to stay in it. If it is a work situation, you might have another offer on the table and you feel like you're sort of swapping one equivalent thing for the other, but it's not going to be like that. It's going to be really different in the new reality. And it could also be in a relationship sense. You might have had a new offer and you feel like you just maybe, is it really just going to be, the same issues in a different package? No, the future is looking completely different for you. So the key for making this decision is to tune into your intuition and trust your instincts, and that's what will actually allow you to, release the blindfold metaphorically and have full vision and clarity in this decision making. But if I'm quite honest, from a reader's perspective here, I think you've made your decision. I think you know now that there isn't really much option but to move forward. Of course, you have free will. You could stay in the past if you truly wanted to, but I think life would be a lot harder for you if you did, rather than the initial steps you might have to go through to make it happen. And look at this, guys. Leo, just look at this. Near future, 2 nights. And look at this. 3 characters on horses moving forward. This is all about forward movement now. The past, what past? I don't remember the past. This is all about, I think once you've made that decision, it's just going to be, charging ahead on that steed. Knight of Pentacles, here's the slowest moving knight of the tarot deck, because he's about laying foundations and planting seeds for the future that are going to lead to true long-term success and achievement. He's been out there working that land and planting the seeds because he knows that by putting in that groundwork and taking that, methodical, efficient action, he's going to get a great new harvest in the new season. So that's what, you may need to do, put some solid plans in place. Is there a course of study you've always wanted to do? Start working towards it. Do you need to get saving first to, relocate, do whatever you need to do? Start the process, start the journey you're being strongly called to. And the Knight of Pentacles holds the Ace of Pentacles, which is, it's the real promise of solidity in the kind of tangible realm. It's the real promise of that new job offer, that new home, and all that coming in for you. Knight of Cups. This is all about offerings of, joy, could even be romance, things that are really going to sort of fill you up on an emotional level. And, with this combination here, I think that if this is a work situation for you and you're moving into it, there is a strong possibility that you may even meet a partner at work. There's real potential in both the emotional realm of fulfillment and the practical realm here. So I do feel that, the aces, he holds the Ace of Cups. The aces are number 1 in each suit of the tarot deck. They are the seeds of pure potential, but they do need to be nurtured and watered in order to grow. So if somebody happens to ask you out this week, you feel that attraction, go for it. You've just got to take the opportunities because they are so ready to, everything is moving in this direction, and it really is time, Leo. It's a huge reading and you are moving forward in such a strong, abundant new direction. And you're not looking back, you know. You are not looking, in fact, don't look back. I think I'm going to call this reading Don't Look Back, because it's all about forward movement. You're done with this period of destruction and, you know, things of the past, it's gone. It's all about forward movement for you, Leo. I wish you all the best for this. Super exciting. Keep in mind it's a general reading, so it won't necessarily resonate with every Leo out there. Leave me a comment. I'd love to know how this is playing out in your daily life. Yeah, it's because it's such a very powerful reading for you, a powerful time. And yeah, that's what I have for you, Leo. So I'll be back here next week for another reading with you.